Hi friends, it's Holly Jones from Mrs. Jones Stitches. Welcome to Flosstube number 40. Today is Friday, November 22nd, 2024, and I'm so happy you're joining me today. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross-stitch patterns, fabric, thread, things I'm working on, things I've bought, plans I have, all things cross-stitch, so welcome. Let's see, I filmed last week, and in that week I'd finished Peace and Goodwill by Brenda Gervais, and I actually just took it to Hobby Lobby to get framed today. I also finished Let It Snow by Brenda Gervais, and I will have posted pictures of both of those in the opening, so you can see those there. And they're great. They looked really nice. I left off a few of these snowflakes on Let It Snow, and instead I put some vintage buttons. And I'll pop in a video here in just a little bit about how I cleaned up some of these buttons. They were kind of dingy. I picked them up at an estate sale, so I'll show you how I cleaned them. It was really simple, super simple, like you can do it too. Anyway, so I did that this week. I should get my blessing sampler that I stitched back in January. I took that to Hobby Lobby the week before last. So that should be done this coming Tuesday. So I'm really excited to get that back. It was Margaret Harris 1877 from the Honeysuckle Manor book from Blackbird Designs. So I'm really looking forward to having that done and hung up. I switched out some of my decor. We are in full Christmas mode here at the Jones house. My husband and 15-year-old stepson hung up Christmas lights, and they did the inflatables, and so our outdoor is all done. I have 2 trees up right now, one in our formal living room and one in our family room. We did get a new tree this year for our family room, and it's flocked, so now both of my trees are flocked, but if you've never had a flocked tree, it's beautiful, but it is a flocking mess. But that's okay. It's pretty and it looks nice. So anyway, so we did that, and I still have, I have to decorate some stuff in the kitchen. I usually do like a hot cocoa bar. So I have the banner up that says hot cocoa. I need to do like a little marshmallow station, and I need to get the mugs out, and I need to put my new Christmas kitchen towels out, and what else? I still have to do the mantle, and then in both the family room and the formal living room, we have kind of like a dresser or a buffet that's like right underneath the TV, so I need to put some stuff on that. And then I have my hutch that's in the dining room that I need to decorate too. So I still have quite a bit more to go. I was off work yesterday and today. I have to work Saturday and Sunday evening, and then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So hopefully I can get the rest of the house decorated on my next set of days off. I have to work on Thanksgiving and on Black Friday, but we are going to do Thanksgiving on Tuesday at my mom's house, or my mom and dad's house. So that'll be good. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm off Christmas and Christmas Eve, so I don't really mind working Thanksgiving because it's more important to me to have Christmas off. So I'm really looking forward to that. We leave for New York in a month. Well, yeah, just about a month. I turn 40 next month at the very end of the month on the 21st. So I'm really looking forward to that and our trip to New York. So I have a lot to share with you today. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of stitching to show because, like I said, I just took some of the stuff to Hobby Lobby today, but let me tell you what I have in store. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some plans that I have. We'll do a holiday finish parade, and then I have some giveaways. So first of all, speaking of giveaways, so last week I did some ribbon bundles that I was giving away. I was giving away 2 ribbon bundles, and what I asked for was I asked you to tell me a funny story, and you guys did not disappoint. So if you need a couple funny, if you need to have a good laugh, read the comments from Flosstube 39. I did pick 2 winners. Normally I say them at the end, but since we're already talking about it, I'll just go ahead and tell you who they are. But I want to read them to you because they are very funny. So the first winner is Cindy Richards 6019. And Cindy said, so we were at our local Chinese restaurant for dinner with our best friends, and my son had ordered honey walnut chicken. He sucks all the honey walnut sauce off of the walnut piece, leaving walnut pieces on the side of his plate. My best friend says, "Oh, I love walnuts," and grabs one and plops it in her mouth. Just as I had taken a bite of my food, I couldn't speak. I started laughing, trying to tell her that my son sucked the sauce off those walnuts already. To this day, we still get a belly laugh from this story. And I don't blame you. Cindy, that's hilarious. My son likes to eat sunflower seeds because he sees my husband eating sunflower seeds. But all Parker does is he puts them in his mouth and he sucks the salt off of them and then spits it. So, man, I identified with that one. I thought that was really funny. And then the other one is stitching on island time. She said, my grandgirls are 9 and 12, and they just get funnier every day. One of my favorite stories was a time that Ginger Snap and I were in Target during a torrential downpour. I said, I think we can make it to the car. After all, we won't melt. We aren't made of sugar, are we? She immediately replied, nope, we are made of meat. Oh my gosh. So, Cindy and Stitching on Island Time, if you will shoot me a message on Instagram, I will get your address and your ribbon bundles in the mail. So thank you for the funny stories. Even if I didn't pick your funny story, they were all really funny. So like I said, if you need a good laugh, read the comments from Flosstube 39. It was fantastic. So, okay, so things that are coming up. I'm hosting a smalls exchange with a lot of my friends. Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher, Jody, she's Simply Stitching Ocala, Felicia, Floss and Blocks, and Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo, and we are doing a friendship smalls exchange. So it can be Christmas themed, it can be friendship themed, whatever, no rules. And I drew Jessica, so I'll be stitching a small piece for her, and it's not a surprise or anything. We all know who's stitching for who. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to have a really fun time. So I have narrowed it down, so I know what I'm going to stitch for her, but it is a surprise. So anyway, hopefully I'll take pictures and show it to you, and I'm sure Jessica will show it on her channel once she receives it. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. I love doing smalls exchanges. I love having things in my collection that were made by my friends. I think they are so special, and I highly encourage, if you have some stitchy friends, to maybe host your own smalls exchange. It's a lot of fun stitching for somebody else and getting to choose a pattern and things like that for them. I'm also hosting a stitch along. I talked about it on my Instagram in my previous video for Jingle All The Way by Crafty Blue Bonnet. April Jackson designed this, and this is so cute. Let me take it out of the package just so there's no glare. I love this chart. So let me tell you about the details. We are going to start stitching on November 29th, which is next, I believe, Friday. And there's a better picture of it. It's pretty small, 89 by 51. So this should stitch up in just a day or two. It calls for 4 colors of DMC. And I'm going to be giving away 2 of these today. And in addition to the pattern, I'm going to give away the called for DMC. So stay tuned for the instructions for if you'd like to win. I'll drop that information at the end of the video. But anyway, I would love for you to stitch along with us. You can change your colors. You can use the called for. But I just love this, and I love a script font. I just do. They're so pretty. And it'd be great, a great little bowl filler. So anyway, that will be starting November 29th. The pattern is in your local Needleworks shop, so call them if you'd like to order it. Or like I said, you can leave a comment on the video and maybe win one. So let's see what else. I already talked about the blessing sampler that I stitched and have at Hobby Lobby right now. I'm almost 100% decided on what I'm going to do for my 2025 blessing sampler. I know it's going to be a Blackbird because I haven't stitched a Blackbird in a little while, and they're my favorite. I love stitching Blackbird. So I need to commit to the pattern that I want. but I love them. And so I definitely know that that will be my blessing sampler for 2025. Let me show you a little bit of haul. I don't have a ton right here. I did, oops, that's April's from Crafty Blue Bonnet. So I have April's in this turquoise envelope. And then in this other turquoise envelope is some Color and Cotton haul. So they released a exclusive, and I got a couple things from that. I love their linen. Their linen is just, oh, it's my favorite. So this is Aruba Soft, and it's a really pretty light blue. I don't know if I'm going to stitch the chart on this or not, or if I'm just going to hold on to this because I love it. Then I got a fat quarter of North Pole, which is another really light blue. This one has some more modeling on it. There we go. That looks pretty accurate. Anyway, I love this too. I could not pass up that fabric. Golly Wally, that's not going to go back in there. And then I also got some extra of the floss called Frosty. So one of my favorite colors from Color and Cotton is kind of a gray blue, and it's called Viridian. And it was Floss of the Month, I don't know, several years ago. And it is just a really, really pretty, like I said, gray blue. And Frosty is very, very close to that. And it's my favorite kind of like dusty blue turquoise color. So anyway, I got that from Color and Cotton. And then my dear sweet friend Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo, sent me her Fanciful Flamingo's Favorite Things box. You know what? I need to see if I can share this, if I can do an unboxing, or if it's still a surprise. Let me text her real quick. Hold on one second. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it yet because I'm not 100% sure, and I do not want to spoil this for anybody. But I'll tell you what, she sent me an extra to give away. So thank you so much, Alicia. You don't want to miss out on this box. This is a really good box, and I will give one away at the end of the video as well. But it's really good. Okay, so we will do some of my favorite Christmas finishes now. So I probably have the most fully finished things with a Christmas theme. So that's Christmas is my favorite thing to stitch. After Christmas, it's probably patriotic and 4th of July stuff. And I have quite a few patriotic finishes too, but I have a ton more Christmas ones. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to show you several Christmas finishes today, and then I'll probably show you the others in my next video. So I will show you, my first one here is Merry Chockful by Hands On Design. And this is how I finished it. So here is my stitched piece. I stitched this probably maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I love this. This is just stitched on 32 count charcoal by Zweigart. And then I got this finishing piece at Basket Market, which if you're new to my channel, Basket Market is local to me. I live in Oklahoma City, and it is the sample store for Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby corporate headquarters are about 3 miles from my house. It takes up a full mile, square mile. Very, very big. It employs tons of people in our community. But anyway, they have samples, and all their samples go to Basket Market and then are sold to the public. So anyway, this is one of the finishing pieces I got several years ago, and I just love it. Just kind of a neat little pedestal finish. I did some red and white, like, I don't know, ticking stripes. And I got this at Basket Market too. And I just got some greenery up here and put it all together. So that is one of my finishes. The next one is Classic Christmas by Hands On Design. And again, I told you I'm a sucker for a good scripty font. I love this. This originally was a class at the Jingle Ball. Excuse me. It was a class at the Jingle Ball. And it ended up being released later, last year, I believe. Maybe the year before. Anyway, I didn't get into the initial class, but once it was released, I did purchase the chart. I did my own color conversion using color and cotton floss, and this is stitched. I have no idea what this is stitched on. This was also a piece that I picked up at Basket Market. It's kind of one of those like thicker frames. I want to say it said something about like wash your hands or something like that. It was definitely something for the bathroom. I remember that. But what I did was I cut down some mat board. I covered it with some Christmas fabric. I cut down a smaller piece and covered that with a coordinating green. And then my stitching, I do mount with some batting, and I did some pom-pom trim and then added some greenery and a little pine cone up here at the top. So I love this piece. I love the colors, and I will say I think Kathy from Hands On Design does some of just the most like classic Christmas pieces, and they are always just so pretty. One of my other ones is right here. This is from the Jingle Ball last year. This is called Very Merry. You'll see it's pretty small. I actually stitched this night one of the Jingle Ball last year. It was a PDF download, so I bought it and printed it and immediately just started working on it that night. And then the next day, when I was in one of like the virtual entertainment chat rooms or speed dating, I don't remember, I was stitching the chenille on the back or on the sides. Sorry, I can't talk today. Anyway, I love this. It just goes up here in my tiered tray with a bunch of other little Christmas pillows, but I love those. Let's see what else. This is Peppermint Pals. Sorry, I was right in the middle of showing you Peppermint Pals, and then I had a coughing fit. My whole family has this like upper respiratory stuff right now, so anyway, we'll just try this again. So this piece right here is Peppermint Pals by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. And I stitched mine on 32 count mint splash linen. And I loved it because with all these little white flecks, it kind of looks like snow. So I thought it was really fun to stitch on this. My favorite parts are his breeches and then this cute little basket with these little, well, I thought they were 1/1 candy canes, but it does not appear that they are. Anyway, I love this piece. I got this finishing piece from Basket Market. And I love how it looks like a Christmas tag. It's so fun. And it already came with the bow and the greenery and pine cones on it. So really all I had to do was mount this on some mat board. I did do some batting underneath, so it gives it a little bit of puff, and then just pop it in and glue it. So that was a really fun one. Another one, this is from Stitching with the Housewives. This is Santa's Hot Cocoa. And I stitched this on 32 count black linen. I did my own color conversion. Obviously, I stayed true to the sentiment. I used red where red was called for and things like that, but I always stitch with color and cotton. So I did pick my own colors. And I got this wooden sled. This is from the Dollar Spot at Target several years ago. I paid $5 for it, but it was just the perfect little size. And then this is a vintage bottle brush wreath that I picked up at an estate sale. So I just kind of stuck that on there and we were good to go. So this is always a really fun one to have out. Okay. My next finish, this is Holly Jolly by Not Forgotten Farm. And this is another one that I worked on during the Jingle Ball last year. This is stitched on, oh gosh, I think this is a mystery linen. I'm not sure. But I really love it. I picked it because the white just really popped up nicely against it. But this is Holly Jolly by Not Forgotten Farm. I finished this on just a like charcuterie paddle. Again, this came from Basket Market as well. And then I did a gingham buffalo plaid ribbon that I got from Basket Market. This was actually kind of in the gift wrap section. This was already pre-made. So all I really did was peel off the back, and I was going to stick it on like that, but I ended up hot gluing it so it wouldn't come apart from the piece, because I don't know why, but I always feel like those like the pre-gift wrapped bows that, or like where you peel the back and it's already sticky, I don't feel like they stay on very well. So I end up just like peeling the back off and then putting like a glob of hot glue on there and sticking it on. I did finish it with some red rickrack, and then I used the batting on the piece too to give it just a little bit of puff. Couple more. I do not remember the name of this piece. Oh, yes, I do. Mr. Marshmallow. This is also by Brenda Gervais. And this is a 32 count mystery piece of linen that I got from Color and Cotton in one of their grab bags. It is kind of a mauvey brown, but I really liked how the contrast with the aqua and how the white popped on it as well. I want to say in the cover picture, this is actually stitched on like a lime green. And that, it's beautiful, but it does not match with my decor. So anyway, I got this finishing piece from Basket Market. I know you can pick these up at Hobby Lobby. This is just in the unfinished wood section, but I mounted it with some mat board and a piece of just turquoise fabric. And then I did some white pom-pom trim, which I thought kind of looked like little snowballs. And then this one is from Tra La La. I don't remember the name. I know it's written in French. But this was another sign that I got from Basket Market. It's very similar to this frame as well. If you look at the side, you know, it has the same texture on it. I don't remember this one saying something about like, I don't remember it being bathroom themed, like flush or wash your hands or something like that. I think this one was kitchen themed, but either way, again, mat board covered with some coordinating fabric. This is kind of a gray blue. It might be pearl gray from, I think it's Zweigart. And then I used Color and Cotton. Then I got one of the floral picks and I pulled this peppermint off along with some holly leaves and just glued that on there as well. But really fun to do. I know I did this one 2 years ago. And then I have a few more pieces behind me. And let's, how do I want to do that? I just built that display, so I don't want to take it down. You know what? I'm going to just film it on my phone. Okay. Welcome to the Chest of Drawers Tour, Christmas version. This piece here is by Stitching with the Housewives. And I want to say this is called Jolly St. Nick and Rudolph. It was part of the What's in My Cup. And it was supposed to have something backstitched right here. And at the time when I stitched this, I was not good at backstitching, so I just left it off. This is stitched on a piece of mint linen that I dyed myself with just some Rit dye. And I do have batting underneath here. And then I kind of have it triple matted. I did this red and white gingham. And then underneath it, I have some charcoal kind of ticking fabric. And then this is on an easel finish that I picked up at an estate sale. And I just did a really messy, scrappy red and white bow. This one here is one of my favorite finishes. This is called Burr, It's Cold Outside. And this is by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. And this is kind of a shadow box. And in here we have some kind of polyfill cotton batting that has some glitter on it and some bottle brush trees. I really love this piece. This is stitched on 32 count Ren by Picture This Plus. I did use Color and Cotton for the thread. And Again, this is one of my most favorite pieces. Usually whenever I go to a retreat and we can bring something for a brag table, I always bring this piece just because it's so different. I really love the trees and the just the texture and depth that's the snow and the trees kind of give this piece. This right here is ABCs of Christmas by Lizzie Kate. This is also on a piece of 32 count linen that I dyed myself. And I did my own color conversion using color and cotton, of course. And I love this piece. This piece over here is actually just a Christmas ornament that I got from a Christmas store. And I love how it looks like a cookie, and the mint kind of icing matches the linen really nicely. So I love that. Over here on the tiered tray, we have Sip, Stitch, Repeat. This was from the Sip and Stitch last year from Primrose Cottage. And one thing I did was I did not stitch the green buttons, and instead I used some of my own vintage buttons and just added those on and stitched the buttons on. So it kind of gives it just a little something extra. I have a black chenille. I did my own color and cotton conversion, but did stay true to the called for colors. And then I did just a buffalo plaid on the back. This right here is Frosty Flakes by Country Cottage Needleworks. This is stitched, I know it's on 32 count and dirty by Weeks. And again, I did chenille trim. But I really love the lime green in this piece. I think it coordinates really nicely with the linen. And it doesn't look too Christmassy. It's definitely something that I can keep out through January. This right here was a mystery stitch along from Hands On Design a couple years ago. This was called the Cookie Exchange. And again, I did mine with color and cotton. I don't remember what I did on the back. I just did like a green sparkle. Then we have Bottle and Brush Tree Farm by Hands On Design. I did mine with color and cotton and kind of a sparkle background and backing fabric. And then this is called Naughty or Nice. It is by Blackbird Designs. It's in an out of print book. So unfortunately it's not widely available, but I love this piece. I like the colors, and it's not, a traditional, your traditional red and green. And then for the backing on this is just a white with kind of a khaki polka dot. So those are just some of my finishes in my winter dresser. Okay, I hope that worked. I'll tell you what, I just love having this piece in here. I love having my stuff out on display where it all looks like cute and put together. I actually also have one of the 4-tiered trays from Hobby Lobby, the really tall one. I have one in here, and then I have one in our formal living room with some things on it. So I'll have to show you that next time. This one in here, I kind of keep more like everyday pieces on. I keep a bunch of the bee little mini pillows that I did. Like Hive Rules. I took Hive Rules, but I broke it up into little mini pillow sections. And then I have some pieces that I stitched that are kind of house themed. So anyway, I have those over there, and I'll have to give you a tour of that, but I don't change those out very often. So they pretty much stay like this, but I did commit that I was going to start changing that out seasonally now that I have this pretty piece in here. Okay, so let's talk giveaways, and then we'll wrap this up. So giveaways this week. I'm giving away 2 copies of April's pattern, Jingle All The Way, and this is going to come with the called for DMC. So I will give away 2 of those. If you'd like to be entered to win that, use the word pattern in your comment. And my friend Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo, has very generously donated one of her Fanciful Flamingo favorite things boxes. So if you would like to win this, use the word flamingo in your comment as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do appreciate your comments. I read every single one of them. If you do ask me questions, I try to go back and answer them. I had a lot of people ask me questions about my color conversion for Peace and Goodwill. If you follow me on Instagram, you can get all that information there. I usually don't type that out in the notes section on my Flosstube, just because it's redundant if you already follow me on Instagram. Anyway, but I do read all your comments, and I very much appreciate them. So if you'd like to enter one of those, to win one of those giveaways, make sure you like this video. Make sure you're a subscriber to my channel. Also, I want to ask that you follow my friends. If you would like to see more of April's things, make sure you follow her on Instagram. Also, this weekend, I am giving away 2 copies of this on my Instagram as well with the Called For DMC. To enter and win this, you have to follow me, and make sure you also follow April at Crafty Blue Bonnet Designs. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Happy stitching.